Hello and welcome to episode 264 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell and Canoop. It's Masters Week, and Harv's in Vegas and not joining us. He said he's going to hop on for picks later in the show.
We'll see.
We'll see about that. Frankly, we're just, even if he wanted to be on this whole time, we probably wouldn't have called him till picks anyway. But yeah, it's officially the start of golf season. Like, the casual fans start to come out of their slumber a little bit. Obviously, I mentioned it to some people at work today. I said it's Masters Week. I'm so excited that it's on Easter weekend. I get Good Friday off, all this stuff. They're like, well, yeah, isn't golf season just starting? This one girl that I work with said that. And I really held back from just like, golf season never ends. Just like, they only take 3 weeks off in December.
Haven't you heard of the silly season?
Yeah. So so it just goes to show the Masters are kind of the start of the casual golf fans season. So very excited for that. We crowned a winner of our SAS bracket, which we're going to get into. Lots to talk about, lots to get excited about. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. Also, it is Masters Week, which means it's time for the annual player contest. He launched it this morning. I think as of taping right now, there's like 600 plus entries in that thing, which is crazy. So some crazy prizes as well to be given away. So if you haven't went to @PlayerAthletics on Instagram, make sure you do that and get your entry in. We're also members of Team Callaway. Plenty of Callaway reps, obviously, on the PGA Tour, so that we'll be cheering for all of them. We got our clubs, our Paradigm drivers and woods, and boy, oh boy, now let's just get this weather.
Well, you guys have yours. You didn't bring mine over tonight.
Sorry, yeah. I got them all in the mail.
For some reason.
Canoop came to my house. He picked them up. I obviously live at my house, so I have mine. And Bronell, I happened to forget to bring him to the studio tonight, so I apologize for that.
That's all right.
We can talk about it next week.
I can't believe you're giving me a hard time for wanting my clubs.
You had to have them like instantly.
But you know that I can use them.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the big difference.
But
for
the
sure,
same day was a little much. Like,
Yeah,
you could have waited to the next day.
It was like hour after.
We were going to the exact same place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, put them in your truck. If not, I have to go out anyway. I'll just pop by and get them. Leave them on the porch.
You were going to wherever he was anyways.
Well, yeah, obviously I was. But still.
Yeah. Yeah, even if we didn't have something, he just would have come to my house.
Yeah. If you were gone out of town, I would have gone to your house.
You guys know my door code. Yes. Whenever clubs show up, it's just like, yeah, go to the door. Or because the delivery people obviously don't care about anything, they just throw them on my porch. It's just like, yeah, your driver came, or your hybrid or whatever, the box was open.
Somebody had a look and then said,
someone had a look,
left-handed.
Wrong hand.
Yeah. I imagine that happens with other companies a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also members of the Churchill family. I'll get into my week here in a bit, but didn't have a ton. I'm not having a Churchill here tonight because I'm still pretty tired from the weekend.
Yeah, you look pretty wiped.
Yeah, wiped. I got some bags under my eyes. If you want to know what they look like, head to YouTube and watch this episode, and you can see them. That's it. I always feel like there's something else, but there isn't. But we do need to get to the bracket, sponsored by Rusty Shovel. We have crowned a champion. Thanks again to Sean at the Rusty Shovel for sponsoring all month. Great supporter of our podcast, and very happy. We also do our giveaway, which we drew for right before this show. He's won that before, so it's kind of nice to give back. He won before he started sponsoring, so that was good. And a fellow Deer Valley player ended up winning the bracket drop. But let's talk about who won the actual bracket, and Bronell's got a recap. Bracket.
One thing I wanted to mention is you didn't mention Corey Connors winning the Valero at all.
In the recap.
In the intro, so kind of a big deal that Corey Connors won the Valero last week. But
what about giving me a reprieve because it's the fucking Masters, okay?
Yeah, well, Who's the hottest player going into the Masters? The guy who won last
Yeah,
week.
Corey Connors.
Him and Brooksy,
Is he?
baby.
This is
There we go.
maybe it was,
There we go. Now we're talking.
there's often times after the show where we're like, oh shit, we forgot to say this. Sometimes it's a test.
Yeah.
In this case, it wasn't, but you would have passed if it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go back to the Elite Eight where we ended off last week. The last matchup of the Elite Eight was Sage 7, just barely beating Katepwa hole 2. Like, this one was close too. There was a bunch of
Defending
close.
champion.
Yes. Another solid run for Katepwa. Like, won it last year.
Yes.
Could have if they would have won that matchup, they're probably winning the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
As evidence, you got to lose to the winner.
Yep.
Spoiler.
Then our final four.
He's doing the recap.
Yes.
Our final four first matchup was Waskesiu hole 18 against Riverside hole 18. So another close one there. Waskesiu just barely pulled it out. That's a coin flip for a lot of people in the province.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Waskesiu, obviously being a public golf course, helped them
Benefit,
immensely
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Because how many people have actually played 18 at Riverside? But yeah. Pictures were still excellent.
Pretty even there
Yep.
for pictures, yeah. Then we had Sageview up against Legends 18, and Sage took that one down too. Like, I have to disagree with that one. I thought Legends 18 should win the whole thing personally, but
Yeah, I was
It's
kind of
a very good 5.
that. Very good final 4, final 5, final 8. We kind of knew it was coming that way. I thought the whole time too. It's like whoever wins this. Nothing against Waskesiu or Riverside, but it just felt like the momentum was on that other side of the bracket, and whoever won the Legends Sage was going to win.
yeah, it seemed
And-
like that left side of the bracket was like the heavy courses, but then the right side was like the social media
Yeah,
guys that would
for sure. Yeah,
So some
and
good battles.
the proof was in the pudding.
Yeah, I mean, big time final. Sageview 7 against Waskesiu 18, and yeah, one of the closest matchups of the whole bracket.
50. We had to go to decimals. 50.7% of the vote to get
Yep.
it. There was close to 1,000 votes on that, and it came down to 11 votes.
Jeez.
And it was Facebook that won
Yeah,
it for
Facebook.
Sageview. of all
Facebook.
things.
So Facebook probably, I would say, was less than 10% of the total votes cast every matchup, but yet Sageview dominated so much it actually swung the tide for them, even though they lost on Twitter and Instagram. Well, no, they actually won on Instagram, just barely.
Yep.
So just enough to overcome the last minute push by Waskesiu on Twitter. So yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, congrats to Sageview. A lot of great holes, obviously. I got to apologize to Deer Valley for not including hole 2, but
Yeah, it's kind of when we were putting it together, it's like, well, we can't have.
we didn't want
cheat
too many.
codes.
We didn't want too many par 3s because last year was nicest par 3.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to omit some of the nicest par 3s in the province because
But then we kind of got off of Deer Valley too.
Yeah.
And then it was
Yeah.
probably if it's in there. If it's in there on the left side, it wins. If it's in there on the right side, it would have been battling Sageview prior to that.
well, if we use that pick of it
Yeah.
in this,
The autumn pick.
yeah, sunset.
It is a little bit of a cheat code.
It is, but even if we didn't use it, it still looks really good. It looks better than the picture we used for Sageview, just with the background and
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So apologies there, but I guess everything came around when a Deer Valley player, we believe, won the draw.
Yep.
So
Thanks
you
to
can
Sean
share-
again. Thanks to Rusty
maybe
Shovel.
we can share
And
prizes.
yeah. If you have any suggestions for next year's bracket, reach out to us. Let us know.
We have ideas.
Worst
sure.
hole, funniest hole. I don't know.
Most unique hole that
Toughest tee
double
shot.
dog
Toughest
leg,
hole, yeah.
double dog
Toughest
leg
tee
at
shot,
Green
I
Hills.
thought.
Best opening hole is a good one too.
Yeah.
There's lots of good ones.
Yeah, lots of options. And one last time, thanks to Rusty Shovel. I know those guys put in a ton of work at the Regina Home Show. So hopefully you got there to see him.
I'll quickly go through my week here.
Sure.
We don't have a Harv week, so yeah, kids in sports all weekend again. Last
More of
kind
it.
of kick at the can for hockey. We had a little 3-on-3 tournament for the oldest there. Well, first of all, we went to the Warrior game on Friday, that double OT game.
Yeah.
With two kids?
5 periods.
I sent the kids and wife home after regulation, and it was
Smart.
15 seconds away from going to triple overtime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would have been deader than a doorknob the next day.
And it's funny because he did that, and then my son said he wasn't feeling well and got picked up, I think, after the second period. And there was at one point my daughter who was there. Well, my wife came too. My wife's been to like 3 games all year, and this was one of them. And she's just so pissed. She's like, I can't, because it wasn't a very good hockey game either, but it was a playoff game. So just a little bit, as a fan or a season ticket holder, I'm excited about it. She's just like, yeah, this game, I don't even want to be here. She was actually envious of my son who went home like a good 2 hours before that.
She wasn't even the one that took him.
I mean,
my grandma came.
I was going to say, he didn't go home. There was nobody there.
Yeah. My mom came and picked him up.
Yeah. So yeah, Warriors looking good now. Maybe a Warriors-Pats series.
Yeah, Pats beat the
cards
Blades
coming
first
up here.
two. So it all depends on if the Blades. Well, if the Pats win, it's good for the Warriors because we don't have to play Winnipeg in round 2. But it could end up if the Hitmen can upset Red Deer.
Yeah,
we could have Pats Warriors second round.
Full barns.
Wild.
So yeah, 3-on-3 hockey tournament. We went 5-0, won it all. No big deal.
Were you coaching or just?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's on the team.
Basically opening the gates. So.
Yeah. No practices, just more. Yeah, send them out.
Yeah, 5 games and then baseball evaluation started last night.
Oh yeah.
Like
right into the next.
Not
season.
needed on the same day as.
Yeah,
playing
the good
2
news
hockey
for
games,
you is that the season doesn't start for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
And you're coaching ball too. 2 teams.
A little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Co-coaching 2 teams.
I can't wait for summer recaps where you guys are all your kids are on the same ball team. I just gotta hear you guys talk about the shitty kids
6-year-olds?
on your team. Shitty kids on your team without names.
5 and 6-year-olds.
There'll be a couple, I'm sure.
Remember when X was just
I'll name names.
dirt in his jock? That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
And it'll be one of your kids with no name.
Well, there'll be a few kids pulling grass every night. So that's enough for me.
Okay.
Churchill booze count. I had 13 this week, so down from that 35 burger last week.
Okay.
166 and 92.
13, hey? I thought it would have been higher.
Okay.
Not bad.
All I really had was my last hockey game, and
It's been 92 days. Well, that makes me feel way better. Okay, good.
I'll go next.
3 months times 30. I don't know.
Just never really clicked.
I'm fairly short. Lots of cleaning, lots of purging. It feels amazing to get rid of some stuff that hasn't been open. We've been in our house for 5 years. There's stuff that's been in our basement that hasn't
What
been
are you
touched.
doing with it?
Donated a bunch of it. There's some stuff I'm selling on Kijiji, so that's been fun. The rest of it just tossing in the garbage.
Yeah, it's the hardest part about moving for me because we just move boxes from one house to the other.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
And like I'm still. My wife was cleaning this weekend, and she's just like, "Do you need this stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, keep it." Like I didn't even know I owned those clothes still.
Yeah,
obviously I haven't worn them.
So I'm the same as you. I love holding on to that stuff, but I just had enough. I was like, nah, fuck it, it's gone. Put it in this pile. Once I drop it off, I know I can never get it back again. It's just gone for good.
You would think it would be liberating, but it ain't.
For me, it was. I haven't even thought about it since. And now our basement is fairly empty, which is also a nice.
Is that why you brought that stupid Sergio picture over here
found
tonight?
my pictures that were downstairs in a box that, I don't know, my mom got them for me. I'm sure my parents listen occasionally, or at least my dad does.
Thanks.
I think my mom got them from a garage sale. Guaranteed they're fake. But Dad, if they're real, let me know.
Even if the signatures are fake, the pictures are real, Chris.
That's yes.
Sorry for calling them stupid. It's stupid, then, Mrs. Canoop. It's just, it's Sergio that's stupid, not the picture itself.
The pictures or the thought.
Yeah.
The thought was very generous.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I'm excited for, getting some more memorabilia up in the studio.
Yeah. Always nice. And honestly, we haven't really said this. We should post. We might have to start posting our address so people can send us stuff for the studio wall.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You should have bid on that John Daly picture.
I did until I got up to like 400. And I was like, nah.
Yeah, no.
The signed picture wasn't even any bigger than this.
Really?
It's a small picture signed by John Daly. Some sucker's going to buy that.
Yes.
So that's it for me.
Okay.
That's all we really did all weekend. So 5 drinks on the week,
Oh no.
2 beer. That gets me to 119 on the year with 41 beer.
I was actually fairly busy. I'll try to buzz through it. So hockey's officially done for me. We lost. So my season's done. Kids' season's all done. My daughter's team played, I think, the day following the pod last week. I can't remember if it was the same. But anyway, they lost in a shootout.
The day after, yep.
Day after?
Was it? I thought it was
Okay.
Wednesday, but okay.
But yeah, so they lost in a shootout, which was crazy in the final. So it went all the way to overtime, through to the shootout, and
How long was overtime?
5 minutes, no stop time. It was like 3 whistles and it was over.
So why shootout? That's weird to me.
For U11, like these kids are just barely able to shoot, let alone do moves.
What was the score in the game before
4-4.
It might have gone on a little while then.
Well, 3-on-3. If it was stop time in overtime, I think it probably ends. But you kill 45 seconds with every whistle. So there was 3 whistles. It was done.
Yep.
Very little action. So that was done, and then when obviously the Friday Warrior game we touched on. Then Saturday, boy, did I have I had an interesting weekend. For those of you that may or may not know who this is, there's an artist in Canada named Sunreal. He's from Kelowna, I believe. Mutual friends. We have a mutual friend, so I promised him I would go to this concert months ago when the tour was announced. So then there's also a Moose Jaw celebrity dinner we talked about last week on the show. Last year, if you recall, went out with Shane Corson, Darcy Tucker. This year was Timu Solani, Ryan Getzlav, and it was just like, okay, usually go get banged up with those guys. It's a big night. And so found out I was double booked for Saturday. And so
I was double
Found out.
found. He
So-
knew for months.
No, I didn't. I knew
You
for
did.
months when the concert was. I didn't know for months when the date of the supper was.
Okay, so 6 weeks then.
No, I bought my tickets. I looked back at the text message. I bought my tickets on March 14th.
Yeah, but
And
the,
then after March
the
14th,
date was announced before.
no,
then.
it was not. Go try to find it. Because I said to the guy after I bought my tickets, I'm like, hey, when is this thing anyway? He's like, April 1st. And this is after I had already committed to a table. And so I'm like, wow, can I bail on this? He said he'd actually had to do some things to get this table. So I was like, whatever. I'll book it and I'll
Do
try to
some
get out of
things. Oh boy.
it. So so it was actually only like whatever that is, 2.5 weeks. So the whole time I'm already setting up Buddy to bail on this concert, even though I really wanted to go. Like if I wasn't going to the supper, I was going to the concert. So I was just like the whole, I was obviously torn up inside about how can I do this. So I ended up going to the supper, finding out that this guy's not going to go on, Sunreal's not going to go on until like 10. So I'm like, okay. So my brother said, I'll go with you. So I went to the supper. I watched them get introduced. I ate my supper, and then he picked me up from the dinner. I wanted to see the auction items too. Ate supper, went up to the concert, got there with 20 minutes to spare. Sunreal comes on the show. We end up going out for drinks after the show with him. Preston Pablo was one of the openers, and then this Saul that I'd never heard of, but he was a good dude too. But I'm sitting there talking with this Preston, and I was like, oh yeah, I liked your, because we got there, he was the second opener, so I got the back half of his set. I'm like, man, you're really good. Like, that's good. I'm like, so how long you been doing this? Yada, yada, yada. He's like, yeah, I was at, we're in conversation. All of a sudden he's like, yeah, and then I was at the Junos 2 weeks ago, won a Juno. I was like, you won a Juno? He's like, yeah, I won a Juno like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, holy shit. That's just not something you drop in the middle of a conversation. So super nice guy. So I definitely suggest listening to him and obviously Sunreal. So then
Your brother said that you guys helped him put all the gear away and all
so
that.
after the show, we're backstage in the green room. We're like, oh, how, are we going out for beers? What? They're like, well, we're not a huge group here. Like the camera guy and the DJ and all those guys, like we all pitch in and put all the gear away. It's like, well, we'll put the gear away
You
for
guys
you.
are just sitting there.
So we're just sitting there drinking your beer in your green room.
Yeah.
So at least we can do to help. So then me, my brother, and the guy that we were there with, Bobby B, we were roadies for the night and just put away all the stuff, help them out and get everything put away for them. But then obviously we get home at to Bob's house at 3 a.m. I don't think his wife knew that me and my brother were there crashing, because they have small kids, and they were having a sing-along to fucking Blippi at 7 a.m. and we got there at 3:30. So I'm laying on the couch downstairs, and the two little girls are just screaming at the top of their lungs to sing along. I'm like, oh my God. So me and my brother, he rolls out of the bedroom. I'm sleeping on the couch. He's like, are you up? I'm like, yeah, I've been up for hours. So we rolled out of there at 9, just like death. Had to go back downtown, get the vehicle, then come back on Sunday and had to take my son to motocross here in Moose Jaw.
Had to.
So not only am I tired, but I'm go to motocross. That's loud. All these bikes, rap. So I'm like, okay, whatever, fuck. I got to get out of here. Then my son, we went directly from there to his wind-up. Where was his wind-up? At a hotel where we rented out the banquet room and the pool. We're in the pool. So we're in the tiniest pool area with kids screaming at the top of their lungs in this echoey water slide pool. And I'm just, by this time, I'm running on fumes. So crushed a few slices of pizza and went home and watched Big Brother with my wife and went to bed.
Well, what a day. What a
I'm
weekend.
so tired today. So
good thing we didn't pod last night.
Yeah, we were going to pod last night, and luckily for Bronell, he's a nice guy, and we moved it back. So I had another 22 drinks this week. I'm at 206. So the reason why I said the 206 and 90, I'm not even at 3 a day. Bronell went 3 a day the whole year. But, again, that's summer's coming up.
Exactly. Yep.
I never went 3. It was under 3.
Plow for 1,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am. I'm tired, losing my voice, but yeah, I highly recommend if you're in Edmonton, if you're listening to this, Sunreal's there tomorrow. Calgary 2 days from now. Definitely check them out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, should I go to Sunreal and get backstage passes and have a great time in Saskatoon, or should I maybe talk to Ryan Getzlaff for 5 minutes? It's yeah, you should go to Saskatoon and go to the concert.
The best part about Sunreal too is he loves golf, so we talked about golf.
Yeah.
Oh, he does, eh?
Yeah, he's big into golf now.
Get him on the pod.
So he might be a podcast guest coming up. I didn't want to, you gotta
lay the groundwork a little bit.
You don't want to just be like, hey, you want to come on the pod tomorrow?
Yeah.
They are on an off night. He probably would have done it tonight, but
yeah.
Anyway, let's
probably
get into
what's drive the green.
Corey Connors. Actually, now come to think of it, we could have used the Masters preview with Sunreal. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
We'll do a recap. You'll probably have watched it.
Corey Connors. His second win.
Both Valero. It was 2019?
Yep. 4 years ago.
Yeah. So, I mean,
didn't have to Monday queue this time.
No, he earned it. But like I say, he's kind of earned everything now. It's not like he needed to win to keep his card or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's doing the work. And
nice to get that extra win.
It's nice to get two. Nice to get two. Now, obviously, some people believe this was the whole Tony Finau thing. Can he win outside of Puerto Rico? Can you win somewhere else?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's an impressive feat to win twice on the PGA Tour, no matter where it is. And good for him. Good for his caddy, friend of the pod, Danny Saul.
Yep.
Good Sasky boy, short hour away from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he played unbelievable. He was in the driver's seat. Obviously.
All
little
Sunday.
Hiccups, yeah, but for the most part, it did seem like he was in control.
Yeah, I mean, he had
Sunday
a clean 68 on Sunday, so
yeah,
didn't make a bogey. There's a few guys hunting him down though.
Yep,
trying to.
There was moves,
and then what was it, like a 4-footer for the win? A little bit of a knee knocker. 3.5, 4 feet.
Not the best bunker shot. I mean, under the circumstance, you probably don't want to catch it a little thin and hit it into the creek and end up losing the tournament there. But not his best bunker shot by any means there.
Well, and if you were led to believe anything by Azinger, he's not a bad bunker player. And then I saw the stat that someone immediately put on Twitter. And it's he's 135th on tour in bunker saves.
Really?
Yeah. And Azinger's trying to talk him up to not be that bad. But sometimes those comments are deceiving. But
yeah, so
but I think they pull those comments out of their ass.
Yeah, absolutely. They
did. Unfortunate, but
so I didn't get to watch much, obviously, with that stupid tournament all weekend. But how was his putting this week? Because it sounded like he was a ball striking machine this week, and putting wouldn't even have really mattered.
He hit the ball really well off the tee, I think, from some of the stuff that I saw. But I didn't get to watch a ton. I was preoccupied.
You were preoccupied. I was obviously busy for the weekend, but I did.
He was probably hitting balls in his garage.
No, watching Liv. Liv was on TV, and I was packing.
Yeah, there's a big difference between watching and following.
Yes.
Like, you can follow golf pretty easily. It's the watching part of ducking in and out, seeing shots here and there, having it on TV, that type of stuff. I feel like this is a tournament, again, where people know what's coming next week for the Masters.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, what can I do on the home front to buy myself 3 to 4 days of doing nothing next week?
Yeah.
Well, and this golf course sucks.
Yeah, the conditions weren't good, hey?
No. The little bit that I watched, and I don't know, we watch enough golf that all the holes kind of end up melding together somewhat throughout the year. Mm-hmm. But it did not look like it was in good shape, and it's boring.
None of the holes
this
stood out.
Golf course is, except 18 with the kind of cool-looking Texas castle in the background for their clubhouse. But, other than that, no, thank you.
So he's got 2 pairs of boots now.
2 of them.
Just in case. I don't know.
Well, now you can frame.
Throw some spikes on those things.
A couple locations.
Yeah.
You can frame one, wear one. Now you don't even have to worry about not wearing the first pair.
Yeah.
Because you put the first. I would actually say the second pair I would wear.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't gonna wear them with your jeans.
He's not a shit kicker guy.
Jeans tucked into him.
No.
Ontario guy.
I honestly don't think there's too much we have to talk about.
The last comment I wanted to make about the Valero about Connors is I just wanted to thank Knoop for not jinxing him. So thank you. He jinxed Nick Taylor early on in the tournament.
I think
Nick Taylor was leading after the first round.
He did. Yeah. All he posted was a Canada flag.
Yeah, I was just cheering for Canada.
So technically, he was just cheering for Canada.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing much else to say. It was a dog's breakfast leaderboard.
It would have been a cool story if Patrick Rogers had won.
I guess.
Neat.
Yeah.
Searching for his first win after however many years on tour and kind of always struggling to get his card. Don't keep his card, I should say.
Don't forget, I don't know if Brono remembers this, but Patrick Rogers was a first year of this show guy that said he would read our messages on Instagram and then just not reply.
Oh, really?
He had the old scene receipts on there. So I always have a little bit of a sore spot for Rogers.
Disdain.
Yeah. Nope. I didn't say disdain.
Yeah. Other Canadians, like mentioned Taylor.
I love this script you put together.
Yeah.
T15 for Nick. So I mean, still solid. This guy is putting together quite the season right now.
Yep. So maybe he wasn't jinxed.
Yeah, jinxed enough.
Okay.
Pendrith was cut and Gliggs withdrew. So I didn't actually see what was the deal there, but maybe he's hurt. Ace's birthday shots of the week.
Oh, I had one question before we completely move on.
Okay.
Is Padraig Harrington a legit PGA Tour player? Like, is he a top 125 guy right now? Because every time he gets into a tournament,
he could be.
He makes every cut. T10 this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. His ball speed is.
He posted something today on Twitter about his last 12 finishes or something like that, and they're all very impressive.
Guy plays well. If he was playing this week, I would have picked him.
50 plus in both ways. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Ace's birthday shots of the week. Adam Scott made an ace in the Masters scouting round that he played in, I guess. I don't know if that counts towards this list. Sepp Straka also today made an ace in a practice round. So we're doing practice round aces
12.
now. Yeah.
It was just over the bunker. It was a tough pin.
And then there was an almost ace at the Valero. Did you see Kuchar's 360 lip out from 190?
It did.
Good. I'm glad it didn't go.
Who was it that said the best comment was he's known to be... Oh, no, that was the golf glove.
Yeah, he puts his golf glove with the fingers down.
Like the strap in his pocket, right?
No, the fingers go with
the fingers
go
out.
down. And someone said,
Oh,
he likes
yeah.
to keep his tips
Oh, yeah.
Guarded.
guarded. Yeah.
Uh,
And then the last ace was some guy on Twitter or whatever made a temporary green ace, and
In the
we
middle
were
of the
just
fairway.
asking if you guys would count that. I know Harv already stated that he would of course count it.
I
So
would,
I would not be counting
I would
that.
not.
temp greens in the fairway. Yeah, like just probably could have been 80 yards in front of the green.
Yeah, exactly. It's a no. It's just Harv.
No.
So, birthdays: Shane Lowry, Sung Jae Im. Do we like him anymore? Now they got rid of Billy.
Yeah, not really. Now that they had a falling out. No.
Nah, I shouldn't have given him the birthday shout out.
Yeah, but I do have a futures bet on him at the Masters too. I got a few of them.
Oh yeah. And then last birthday is my wife's today, so
Happy
Nice,
birthday.
happy
we are
Mama
recording
Bruno.
on her birthday. But I did get approval, so
Good.
Yeah.
don't judge me.
And you did say that prior to knowing how hungover I was yesterday.
Yes. Shots of the week. I'm going with Canoop's Twitter post of Danny Lee shanking one, but then he deleted the tweet.
I absolutely did not.
You didn't delete it?
No, it's still up. Anybody wants to go check it out, go look at
I
it.
looked at your profile today and I
So-
didn't see it on there.
So yeah, I don't know why, but it doesn't show up in the profile. But if you go to videos, it's in videos for some weird reason.
Really?
Yeah, but that
Oh.
is my shot of the week. Danny
Oh,
Lee.
I just used it. You can't use it now. I already used it.
No, no, you said my tweet was the shot of the week. I am
No.
using the actual shot as the shot of the week.
You did say that.
A cold shank that didn't make it, I don't know, 20 feet in the air and then ended up somehow going to 10 feet, not even 5 feet probably.
I don't see it on here.
Shot of the week.
Weird. That's stupid Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Elon deleted it probably.
Yeah. You going Rogers for dude wipes or?
Yep.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's
It's the only one.
kind of have to.
The only one you got.
News.
News.
That was quick, eh?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
mind it.
I mean-
mind it.
It's the Valero the week before Masters. It
Yes. If it was any
needs to be
longer,
quick.
I mean, Harv would have had 10 more things though.
Yeah.
Nah, no,
He would have.
I believe
Yeah.
in Harv.
So
He would
I
not.
think what we should do is, well, you got some news. Some of it might blend with the Masters preview, which we're gonna get to a little bit later. But we should touch on some of those, and then we'll call Harv for picks, and we'll do a preview and go from there.
I'm getting the live over with right away. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're just gonna
Sure.
breeze through this list of stuff I have here, and then we'll move on.
I'm actually surprised there's a list.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we
Well,
go.
a list I think is anything over 2 items,
Yeah, I
isn't it?
guess.
I'm just gonna
That's
read.
still surprising.
I'm just gonna read word for word what I have written down here.
Okay.
Brooks says it was the biggest win of his career. LOL.
He did not.
He did.
Brooks won this week's event.
He did.
Yep.
Oh, I had no idea who won.
He's the first 2-time winner on that tour. This is after he went to the Florida Panthers game and heckled Aaron Ekblad. And Ekblad said they'd never be buddies. Ever.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was like waving a
Pylon.
pylon at him.
Yeah.
No, so they call it a
Yeah.
traffic cone down there, and it
It's a
blows.
pylon.
Yeah, it's a pylon.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the joke
Yes.
is to call the guy a pylon. You wouldn't go to hockey practice. None of those guys go to hockey practice and be like, "Oh, that guy's a traffic cone."
Yeah.
What? And then he's yelling it up, like so. Now it kind of opens my mind to, is that how people heckle in the States? Think to like players on the ice. Can you imagine playing the NHL and just someone calling you a traffic cone?
Yeah.
I actually think would get more upset about that than being called a pylon.
You fucking TC. What are you doing out there? So, yeah, I was supposed to read through this, but then you guys just interrupted.
Sorry.
Siwan Kim is still the worst player on any tour. And Andy Ogletree got called up, quotation marks, to
Yeah.
replace Lahiri.
do
Didn't
you
see
think-
how he did.
Do you think they
But-
just have him trapped in a room?
It might.
Took
He's
the
just-
shackles off.
He's,
Yeah.
he's in a, well, they paid him.
Yeah.
So he's probably like, yeah, you know what, you're off, but we still own you, so we're just going to actually physically own you, and then you might get into some tournaments.
But imagine not taking Siwan Kim off. I don't know. And then if a player wants to break their contract, the penalty is 2 to 4 times their signing bonus.
Apparently.
So
That's big.
that's a tough one.
Yeah, big. I'd be saying it
they're
was the
locked
biggest
in.
win of my career, too, just to try to get that number down a
Yeah.
little bit.
And the last one was that hilarious Ironheads graphic on Twitter where they misspelled Vincent and had Danny Lee as a lefty. Hilarious. Next. Flip the sheet.
I don't know. Do you have? I don't know where we're kind of at with the Live Masters stuff.
Nothing.
Oh, do you have DJ's
Can you-
interview today?
Nope.
I actually thought it was really good. They asked him about what's it like playing in the Masters, all that stuff. And I know it was a premeditated answer, but it was good. It came off like it wasn't. But basically all he said was, my friends are my friends. They're here.
Yep.
I still play professional golf, and now I'm seeing my friends. I don't get to see them as much. But because the reason why I know it was premeditated is because he said it twice. He said it, and then at the end he's like, yeah, so my friends are still my friends. I'm like, oh, he's been sitting on that line for a while.
I ended up watching a bunch of golf channel coverage today, and both sides of PGA Tour guys and Live guys were just, it's fine. Like there's nothing weird about it.
Well, they're
Like
over
it
now.
Yeah, you saw Zalatoris and Garcia were hugging, which I don't understand how they're friends, but they are. And then Rahm and Sergio and I don't know, Bryson. So I don't know. I think the media is probably overblowing it a little bit more than it.
Well, the
needs to
Tiger
be.
Bryson thing
Is
because Tiger
weird.
hasn't talked to him at all.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Which I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, whatever.
Complete loser. Why would you talk to him?
Well, and it is kind of. I think everyone, even us, with our takes on it, stuff. You can still disagree with what they did and think that the Live stinks or whatever. But from these guys' perspective, I think a lot of them when they signed, they were like, "Oh yeah, media's all attached to what the Live is about."
Yes.
And I guarantee you, the whole messaging was, "This will blow over. This will blow over." And we kind of talked about it too. They're gonna get the heat now, but it'll blow over, and then it's just a matter of if it's actually sustainable. And then the guys that are still on the PGA Tour are just like, thanks for doing that for us, because now we're getting paid more too.
Yeah.
It's just those guys were the ones willing to get shit on. They are getting shit on. They'll continue to get shit on.
Yep.
I think they've accepted it now. And I think the PGA Tour guys know that. I think we're kind of at the point where I don't know how many more guys are even going to go over there.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, okay, well, we're getting paid more now. You guys are getting paid more. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
But I think if we just not go there, that league's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
And you guys will come back.
But I think we're going to see what happens between I guess not 50 and 70, but the 70 to 120.
Yeah, next year.
Come at the end of this year, and if nothing happens, then they're in trouble.
But they don't even those guys won't do anything for them anyways. But
yeah,
Well,
this is the first true test though. Now that they're in the
C1
majors.
kids
Unless
can't
they're
break
young ones.
barely
Yeah.
break 80. So
Yeah,
you get rid of like the bottom of the barrel guys, and who knows?
I am curious because now that this is obviously the first week where they get to come back, like if the Live doesn't do well in this tournament, then they got some problems.
Well, there's going to be a few guys up there.
I think just by volume.
There's enough guys in it that a few of them have to be up there.
The
The funniest thing I saw this week was Greg Norman saying that all the Live guys are going to like mob the guy on the 18th green if a Live guy wins. Like they're all going to be there like celebrating with him.
Okay.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've
You
ever
don't think
heard.
it's gonna happen?
Why?
If it does happen, it's the stupidest thing ever.
Oh, they're
Why?
definitely doing it. If
Why?
someone
Why
does.
would they do
Why?
that? It's an individual tournament.
No, but listen.
But they have
So-
to like. Do you see DJ today? He's wearing his team uniform.
So what? It's not a Live event.
But they're treating it as though it is.
Why
No,
are
but
they doing
how
that?
many guys stay around for the winner after? Not that storm the green.
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's the
stay
same
around.
idea.
Stay around is fine. The Rick Fowlers that stay
Yes,
around after
exactly.
and pat the guy on the ass after
Yes.
is fine.
Yeah.
If Greg's actually serious, where they're going to go out on the green and celebrate with
I
him
don't
on the
think they'd
green,
storm- I
Okay.
don't know. I don't think they would.
well,
I think they're
Fuck,
gonna.
he's not even there. He's pissed off because he didn't get an invite.
why would he get invited? He's not a
'Cause
former.
They reach out to
member.
all, I guess, the past major champions.
Oh right.
So he was a little upset, but
Well, he can cough up the money.
yeah.
well,
Buy a
a
ticket.
ticket.
no, they gave him just a general pass, just not what he normally would get.
Oh, he
Yeah.
didn't get the
But
VIP.
yeah, it's gonna be very. I don't believe that unless it's DJ, that that Live guy has a chance. But it'll be
Well, Cam Smith has a chance.
I don't. Yeah, I guess yeah.
He hasn't been. He actually said today that he hasn't been playing that good.
Yeah.
Like his game isn't where he wants it. But
But who knows? And I say today Bryson had talked about how they might end up actually changing the schedule a little bit next year, because some of the talking points this year, obviously, is they've only had a couple tournaments, right? So they haven't been able to get into any sort of form this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they thought maybe come next year they'll play a little bit more before the Masters.
If Harv was here, he'd agree with me. That's just an excuse.
Well,
They're just laying the groundwork for not playing well this week.
I see some of them playing well this week. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's, to Bruno's point, it's just they have whatever, a quarter of the field.
Yeah.
So they have to be, someone's got to be up there.
Yeah.
There should be a.
They better hope, to that point though, they better hope that it's DJ, Cam Smith, the bigger names that are up there.
Yeah.
Because I think they move
Like
the
if
needle
a
the most.
Joaquin Neiman wins this, it's like
He's played well here. He
Joaquin
has a
Neiman,
good
top
track
5.
record here.
yeah.
I don't think they need the big movers, but
The interesting thing is going to be the champions dinner and kind of
See, I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, I don't think
other
it's
than Freddie.
well, Phil
and
is there.
Sergio. Yeah, but who cares?
Phil is Phil though. Like he's.
Whatever.
I would
I
love
think Phil is going to walk
to
around.
be a camera in there.
This is Phil's first opportunity to really walk around to the PGA guys, and I guarantee you he's just like, I did all of this for you guys. This is his first opportunity to
He's
do
always
that.
been a fig jam guy, and that's
I was the one that took the step to help all of you, and you need to know that, I think is what the vibe would be.
exactly.
And to some extent, he's kind of right.
Yeah,
Kind
you're
of,
right. Kind
A
of.
few more Masters items, I guess. Now that we're on the subject, Tom Kim today played with Tiger, Rory, and Fred Couples.
He probably had
Why did he get the call up?
no idea how that happened.
Him and Tiger buddies now?
I honestly don't know how that happened, and he probably seemed a little bit out of place, and then put a exclamation point on it when they tried to skip balls over the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I would do in that competition.
You'd be okay because you hit it low enough. It's
I would just visualize
easy
me
for you.
on that hole at Kenosee. Just do that again. When I tried to
Oh, yeah.
hit it low underneath that tree over the water and hit it right into the bank.
You'd like cold top it, though, and it would just go like one bounce, plop.
Plop. Yeah. I don't think I could. I think I'd have to take out driver just to get it to do that.
Yeah. CBS is going to be airing an interview with Tiger, Jack, and Scotty, hosted by Trevor Immelman. So that should be interesting, I think.
Did you watch the promo for it?
Yeah.
It seems interesting. At first, when I read that, I was like, who knows? But because obviously,
You never
Jack
really
is not
know.
my favorite.
Jack's
so.
not my favorite. Tiger's kind of said what he's already said, and
Scripted.
Scotty's not
Yeah,
a talker either, really.
I'm not super intrigued by it, but I get the lineup.
The media is hyped over it, obviously.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
I guess we're
Might
media,
watch it.
so we're supposed to be too. Harv brought this one up: the top 5 shots at Augusta that you enjoy watching. So like the tee shot on 16 or the second shot on 13.
Oh, like in general, not a past shot.
no,
What are your favorite shots to watch?
My approach shot on 11.
Okay.
Obviously, tee shot on 12.
11 gets kind of dogged as like being a dud hole there.
I love 11.
Yeah.
It's my favorite hole on the golf course. With
I
the
find
changes they had last year, I think it didn't really change it for me, but
The
I
tee
still
shot's
really enjoy it.
boring.
tee shots
It's
boring.
a hard tee shot.
I
Oh.
do. I kind of dog that
For
hole
you,
only
maybe.
because it seems like birdies are very tough. Seems like that green's always super fast. Just
Yeah.
kind of.
But
like
I think
over that
that's
hole.
that's my draw to it. I think is it's the start of Amen Corner,
Yeah.
and hey, this is where you can win it or lose it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you better buck up.
I think my top 3 of my top 5 are the approach shots on 2, 8, 13, and 15.
Really?
All approach shots on those par 5s. They're just like, just think of it in your head. It's like,
Yeah.
gotta make eagle,
Yeah.
make eagle, and that's all I think about on half these.
Yeah.
And I would say, for some reason, I like 9.
Like the tee shot or the approach
No,
shot?
the approach shot.
Yeah. I was
Just
thinking
when they
about
tuck that
too.
pin on the
Yeah.
left, and it can funnel right
Yeah.
down or off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 12 is obviously one, and 16 is on Sunday is obviously one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like the approaches on 14 and 18 too. Kind of underrated.
Yeah.
Just 18.
It
Tee
seems like
shot on
18.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think 18 gets dogged a little bit just lately because it's already over.
Yeah.
Like we haven't
Yeah,
had a
that's
close
fair. It
finish, so you
hasn't
don't really
mattered.
pay attention to 18. It's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's just the finishing hole.
Yeah.
But I would say, what's your worst? Let's go the other way. What's your worst? I think 10. I never pay attention to 10 for
No.
some reason.
10 is so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with the downhill lie you get,
Yeah.
or you're in the trees. Like the Bubba shot, obviously, is
Yeah.
crazy. But I just feel like 10 is the one I overlook.
6 is a par 3, right? Or 7.
Backwards.
I don't remember.
8.
I think
'Cause
six.
whichever-
I think it's 6.
Oh,
Then 7, I don't even know what that hole is. I
5.
can't even think of 7.
5.
5's the par 3?
No,
Four is
five's the hole you don't know about. The one 4 is par 3, right?
4 is a
Yes.
par 3. Yes.
Yeah, and then 5, that one, that's super, super long.
Yeah, it's 4 and 6 that are the 3s.
And
Yeah. So
long.
7, I don't know much about either.
You just
I enjoy
kinda,
3.
You kind of eliminate those holes from your general brain.
Yeah, you can't memorize them all.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure lots of people memorize them all.
Yeah.
But I find 5 to be just like okay, right
Yeah.
after the par 3, just kind of go take a decompression break and then come back for 8.
Uh,
5,
When I-
6, 7.
I was reading just some Masters tidbits, then watched this little video. So when the Masters tournament got created, so 9 green and 18 green are right beside each other almost. There's a little tee ground, there used to be, just behind those. And the range was actually, you would actually almost hit over the 2 greens into a field.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So then obviously it's not there anymore, but I thought that was kind of
Huh.
weird.
Yeah.
Very weird, but yeah. You're like almost hitting over 2 greens.
Yeah,
So-
it's very weird.
We ready to move on or what?
Yeah, let's go.
Gary Player, not happy with the
Mm.
Masters at all. We'll go, just breeze through this one. He says that he has to beg them to let him play, which seems odd, but
How
sucks
does
now,
it seem
so-
odd?
Because
It
he's
may-
a past champion. He's won
Yeah.
3 times.
like
No, but like
we've talked about, like,
maybe
A
they
guy
just-
like
maybe they just
Tiger-
don't like you.
well, yeah, that's probably what it is, but I don't know.
so,
He also said it's the worst major of the 4. So
but so did Jack as well.
did Jack say that?
He did, yeah.
But that's
Like
the
who's
thing.
who's picking the PGA Championship over the Masters? I'll give you the other
Been
2.
around longer. I don't know.
Been around longer. That's the reason. It's been around longer.
Tradition. That was both of their reasons.
Yeah.
That's
Been
right.
around longer.
Yeah.
I just find that it gets the like
I don't know.
the sense of entitlement to, well, it's difficult for me to play. Just
Yeah.
because you won the thing doesn't mean that you all of a sudden own that piece of, like, it's still run by people who
Mhm.
can make decisions off of it. Just the fact that it's like, oh yeah, I won.
Yeah, but
I
if
can
Tiger
do whatever the hell I want.
if Tiger showed up there last week with us 3, he's getting on.
For sure he is, but he's also Tiger, and he hasn't
So?
he hasn't
How
dragged
many-
people through the coals. His grandson didn't do the shit he did.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
he's got
he's
got
totally
his own
forgetting-
warts though too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But he's like forgetting who he is. Oh, you're talking about Tiger has his own.
Yeah.
one? Yeah, but they gloss those over because the guy moves the needle way more than
Yeah.
Gary Player does, and he's also not 80.
So in that article too, they had talked about like Arnie and Jack. They could go and play whenever because they were full-fledged members
Oh.
as well.
Yeah.
And Gary is
Gary
not.
ain't. All right. Next.
But that's the thing is he doesn't understand that
Yes.
because he's not.
Yes.
There's a difference.
that they should cater to
Yeah.
him.
Last note about Augusta, Anna Davis kind of took the spotlight over Rose Zhang.
Yeah.
The 19-year-old win. 4-stroke penalty at the women's amateur.
First 2 holes?
First hole, she did it twice. She thought it was lift clean in place. Did it twice.
So she asked the rules official.
No, she asked the scorer.
Oh,
That was the problem.
after.
She was probably
Because it was
Baked.
lift clean in place, but only on closely mown areas, so fairways, fringes, greens, obviously. and she had done it in the rough twice. So.
Yeah.
Little fluffer.
Yeah, Harv. I wish Harv was here for this part. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Rose. Everyone was crowning her, saying she was going to run away with it, and then shot 76 and almost lost.
Yeah. Well, she was 66, 65 the first 2 days, I think.
Yeah. Like everyone's like,
records.
oh yeah, she's
Didn't make a bogey.
running away with it, 76, and had take it to a playoff, and then everyone just like glossed over the whole collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, she still won.
Couple things here before we get into pick recap and hopefully Harv. Survey came out about the rollback. 81% said no, they don't want it. You saw that?
Yep.
Survey of who?
Just random people. How many people? Sorry.
81%.
Yeah, I think it was 45,000 people participated in the survey.
I thought that number was gonna be like 10 times that.
Yeah.
450,000?
Like I just in my head, for that number to mean something to me, I thought it'd be more than 45,000.
Yeah, that's a
pretty big sample size.
It's enough, yeah.
I just thought it was gonna be 10
And
times
81%
bigger.
is enough too.
81% is probably enough of an indicator for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of numbers, Rory versus Fleetwood hit that number video. You posted that?
Yep.
I didn't watch it, but I assume it was good.
It
Who
was okay.
produced it? I'll tell you if it was good.
It was DP.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah. The contest was kind of a dud, I think, because they were calling the numbers. You could double the points just randomly. I don't know. And it wasn't fair because Rory kept the numbers he kept pulling out were like 305, 320, and fuck, it was into the wind. Tommy's hitting it like 270. So he's like, all right,
So-
like Rory, you might as well hit 3 wood. You're gonna beat me here.
Yeah.
So it wasn't good at all then, is what you're
It
saying.
was okay. Other than the two drivers,
it
it
was
was good.
It was good because
All
it
right.
was DP World
Yes.
Tour.
Yeah.
Next,
Okay, just a few
quick hitters.
quick hitters about some random tournaments. So we'll go to South Africa where Daniel Bennett participated in the under-19 championships. He shot 34 under and won by 21 strokes.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, that was huge. It was just like, what course are they playing on?
How many rounds?
I think
4?
I think it was 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, but he doubled. He doubled them.
Yeah.
Like
So-
a lot.
Impressive.
Yeah, just crazy.
Good
And
for
it's
him.
just like, yeah, how good is that?
He should have
kid?
been giving up strokes.
Get him on the live.
He probably would beat. What's his nuts?
C1.
C1?
Kim.
Yeah,
C1.
absolutely would. Next, we'll go to the Limpopo Championship on the Sunshine Tour. This Kyle Barker
On the Sunshine Tour.
Kyle Barker was 2 shots back of the cut and needed to hole out to make it, and he did it. And Harv was just underwhelmed by the celebrations.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
So like we don't know who won. We don't know where he finished.
Oh, I have no idea.
Don't even know where he finished.
He made the cut. 'Cause he
I
holed
know
out.
that. Did finish
But-
DFL.
The tweet was like, look at this celebration, like crazy celebrations after he holes out, and then it was just like nothing.
Just a guy jumping around a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and the last one, we'll go to the Corn Ferry. Ben Coles won in a playoff, and Roger Sloan was T36. Who jinxed?
T36? Thought he was T25.
36.
You
Jinxed
sure?
him even more.
You sure?
Check today.
I thought I just looked.
Check today, bud.
I know I didn't jinx him. I know someone did.
Oh, he was.
and they are
T36.
here.
While you're on your phone, you might as well give old Cora a ring there.
We use Canoop's phone.
Okay.
That's it. We're in picks.
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. We'll give Cora a shout here. Harv took the option for the first part of this pod, but he's made it. He's called in from Vegas. How's it going, bud?
It's good. I'm glad you guys finally let me call in.
I'll let you.
Third time this year, I think.
Yeah. Well, I
3
think
months
I
in?
think he's just happy that we called him for any part of this episode than now. But you're down in Vegas. Are you going to place any Masters wagers while you're down there?
Yeah, I think I'll mix in a couple here. Sportsbook right in the hotel here, so
Well, that's
mosey on down maybe Thursday morning and do some betting.
yeah, and then you can
Nice.
cash that in next time you get down there, or send it with a friend.
That's right. I'm sure someone will be going.
Yes, that's
Right.
right. All right, bro. Now,
It's going every second week.
all right.
Pick recap time.
Pick recap time. Yep.
All right, we'll do this quickly. Matty B won the week. Standings are now Bronell 13, Canoop 10, Matty B 8, Harv 7. So 4 points on the line this week, though.
Yes,
Five,
big week.
maybe 5.
Yeah.
Matty B had Rick 10th, Putnam 28th, Siwoo Kim 39th for a 26 average. Canoop was second. He had Norin 15, Spawn 22, and Dietrich 64 for a 34 average. Bronell was third. I had Matsu 15, Montgomery 22nd, and Cam Davis went 80-66 to miss the cut by 2 for a 36 average. 14 shot difference in 2 days is
Not bad.
Yeah, it's something.
something. Harv ended up in fourth. He had Fox miscut 72, Ben Griffin miscut 72, and Davis Riley withdrew 73 for a 72.3333 average.
Happened to you last week. Like, this isn't new.
Oh, is that good? I didn't know you had 3 missed cuts.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, one was
Well,
withdraw.
a little bit more than the maximum.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anyways,
I round up when that was the case. Brono had a 74 average last week.
All right.
Masters preview. What do you got, Canoop?
Obviously, Masters Tournament, Augusta National here in Augusta, Georgia. Par 72 playing 7,545 yards this week. Obviously, the big talk coming in has been the additional yards, I guess, added to the 13th hole. So this is the longest iteration of this golf course. The prize money yet to be announced. I'm assuming that's going to come Wednesday when they have Fred Ridley doing his little press conference on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't announced anything. I think it was $17 million last year, so I'm assuming it's going to be higher than 20.
Probably.
The standard kind of elevated event, so we'll see what they end up kind of coming up with. Obviously, Scotty Scheffler was last year's champion at -10. There are 16 debutantes this week, and 2 special invitations within those debutantes. Kazuki Higa, a 6-time winner on the Japan Tour, and Gordon Sargent, who is the reigning NCAA champion. He's actually the first AM to accept a special invitation since Aaron Baddeley in 2000, which is kind of neat. So
Yeah.
He's
20-some
long,
years.
I read today.
Yeah.
Really long.
So that's kind of cool. And he's leading the PGA Tour U points list right now. So he's looking good to kind of make the tour next year. Obviously, Rory's looking to complete the Grand Slam this week. A couple other little things. Larry Mize and Sandy Lyle's final Masters. I know he had touched on one of them here a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Maybe one of the most intriguing things of the week, and I guess we've already touched on this a little bit, but first event with all Live and PGA Tour guys playing since kind of everybody has left. So,
Yep.
And then last thing, 49 of the top 50 in the world are playing this week. The only one not in is Aaron Wise, who WD'd citing his mental health, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's wild.
So expecting a big week here.
The other couple notables about the field, we got 4 Canadians, Connors, Hughes, Svensson, and Michael Weir, obviously. You didn't mention Sam Bennett, the amateur. I read a story about him today. You guys should check it out. Quite the story for him to get here. Dad passed away in 2021. He won the U.S. Amateur in 2022, and he's playing
The
the
Masters.
Masters as an amateur this year. Yeah, like a really cool story. I'll be cheering for him anyways. So
Okay.
You said Mike Weir's 20th anniversary,
that's right.
And Adam Scott's 10 year this year. So
Wow.
Crazy. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like 10 since
No.
it
Scott's.
doesn't. No.
No. Does
I think
not.
that's
No.
even crazier than 20 since Mike's.
Yeah.
But where were you guys when Mike Weir won the Masters?
Not a clue.
Couldn't
Really?
tell you.
I was at the South Hill, the Eagles Club on South Hill. We had our hockey wind up for midget.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yep.
Had it on the
Couldn't,
big
I
screen
was
there.
watching it. I just don't know where I was.
Just
Probably
at
my
home.
grandma's. Yeah.
Grandma's. I remember I was at my grandma's for the 93 Jays win.
I was at home for that.
Nice.
It was harvest season, so my dad. I left helping my dad driving a grain truck at 8 years old to go and watch the game.
Harv, do you remember where you were for Mike Weir's Masters win?
Nope, I don't. I've been trying to think of it, and I don't.
All right.
You're usually good with stuff like that.
Yeah. It's
Must
like
be
the
on
king of it.
Vegas brain right
Yeah,
now.
a little oxygen pumping in there.
Probably
Picks.
didn't watch it.
So we got 4 picks for this week for the major.
Yes.
2 picks from 1 to 25 in the world, one of which will be picked by someone else, and then 1 pick from 26 to 50 and 1 pick from 51 plus. You can pick as many 51 pluses as you want.
Yeah,
that's right.
Really. So.
Yep.
So perfect.
So, Matty B, you're up.
I'm first. All right. I'm heading into, I think this is probably the most sought after guy in this entire thing.
Oh, you're going to that middle one.
Yeah, I'm going to the middle one. I'm taking Jason Day.
Fuck.
Really?
That was
Yes.
exactly my play, actually.
Oh, wow. I didn't think you were going there.
Jason Day.
In the middle section, yep.
So that does free up my top pick this week. And the defending champion,
Yeah.
I don't know how we can pass him up. I'm going to go with Scotty Scheffler.
I'm okay with that.
Yep. You guys forced my hand. I didn't want to have to pick one of these guys, but I have to do it.
John
No.
Rahm.
Absolutely not. Taking Dustin Johnson.
You didn't want to have to take a live guy.
I didn't want to, but I'm willing to sacrifice for DJ.
Okay.
All right. That's
All right.
fair. Harv?
Harv.
Well, I'm ice cold on picks, so
Alex
I don't know.
Norris.
I don't want to jinx this guy, but I'll take Corey Connors.
Yeah.
Okay, the other guy in the middle section.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to take John Rahm then. I like a Rahm a little bit more than Rory this week.
Yeah.
I'm in the same
They're
boat.
both
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, but either of them could win. No
Yeah.
problem.
I think, Rahm's down to 9-1. I remember, I think I said on this show, I placed a wager on him after he won that, I think his second of the 3 or whatever it was early, and I got him at like 14-1. He's down to 9, so now I'm double jinxing myself by by taking the guy I'm betting on. So
Unfortunately, I have to keep giving guys to Brunel because he is leading picks right now. I'm going to give him Billy Horschel.
I knew you were going to fucking give me him. Hey, man. He's going to lay up on all the par 5s this week, or just 13.
No, it was just 13
Okay.
he said, but yeah.
Yeah.
okay, off to Harv for a second.
DJ also said
Brono.
today
Oh,
that
right.
he's laying up on
Brono.
13
Really?
in his interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense to me because lots of those guys are cutters, right? So it's not going to go as far as it used to. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give Matty B the guy that he likes giving away, Kurt Kitayama.
Double K.
Yeah.
I was actually just about to play defense here.
I hate that. I think he's going to be the top debutant. That's one of my best
Can
bets.
you stop saying debutante for one?
That's what they're called.
I know, but
Yeah. Pretty soon we'll be calling them patrons here. But I was actually going to play defense and give Kurt Kitayama away. So now that I thought he was going to be bad and Knoop thinks he's good, I'm not sure which one I would prefer. Because I was going to play D on that and give him away, but you did.
So Harv,
So I have to, if I'm giving someone, it has to be to Knoop,
that's right.
Yes. Yep.
and he has to give one to me.
No.
He has to give one to Matty. Or no,
I haven't given one to anyone.
sorry.
Matt has to give it to you.
Yeah. You to
Okay.
Knoop, me to you.
I'll take Brooks Koepka.
Whoa.
I did not see that coming.
No, me neither. Holy cow.
I didn't pay. Shit.
Well, you kind of gave
Justin
it away.
Rose is in the top 50. That's why.
Yep.
All right, my turn.
That's probably where I'm going.
I'm so torn on which live guy I want to pick outside top 50. It's either Tyler or Patrick Reed.
You got Mito. You got Tiger.
I'm not taking Tiger. Not jinxing him. Nice try.
You got Mac Hughes.
Yeah.
Too?
No, I'm gonna go. No, I can't. Tyler Gooch is probably gonna be the proper pick, but I'm gonna go Patrick Reed.
Oh, that's gross.
What a team that is.
DJ Reed and
DJ Day, Kitayama, Reed. Or sorry.
Wrong. I'm done.
He's Rom Day, Kitayama, Reed.
yeah,
That is a weird team.
Very weird.
stupid.
Stupid, some may say.
All right, Canute.
Minwoo Lee.
Saw him floating around there.
Guy that hits it a mile. I don't know. Hopefully he can. Like he was the top debutant last year, so hoping
His odds are so good.
Yeah.
How is Billy Horschel in the top 25 in the world?
All right.
So I got to go either 1 to 25 or 26 to 50. I'm going to take Patrick Cantlay.
Okay.
I like
Yeah,
that
eh?
piece.
Yep.
That makes it easy. I'll take Rory McIlroy.
Okay. You always take him for the Masters, it seems like.
Yeah, because I need to have him when he completes it.
Yeah.
That's a really good point for sure.
He says that every year, too. I love
so
it.
you are
Every year I
giving.
say that.
You
Harv.
have to give to Harv.
Yeah, I have to give to Harv. I'm going to give Harv what I love to do. Options.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
You get Tom Kim or Keegan Bradley.
First timer versus
Yeah.
grizzled vet.
Yeah, and if it helps you at all, I also have a futures bet on Tom Kim winning the Masters.
He couldn't even skip one across the water today. So.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
We talked
Oh,
about that.
man, that's actually really tough.
Yeah. Tell you what, you pick one and then go place a wager downstairs on the other. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Yeah, give me Tom Kim.
Have to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you have left to pick, Canoop?
Someone over 50.
Over 50 for Canoop.
I'm between two two champions.
Not
Okay.
Sergio.
No, no chance, unfortunately. Fuck. Tiger or Bubba is where I'm leaning.
Oh, my God. So he gave Sergio no chance, and then he says Tiger. I love that.
Fuck it. Fine. Woods. Let's go.
Interesting. He's playing well.
Yeah.
We'll
Apparently-
see.
Freddie
I don't
said he shot 63 the other day.
know. Oh, what a joke he is.
I'm down to Rose, Fleetwood, Henley, or Answer, I guess.
We want to name like 7 more.
Wow.
Get them on the
Might as well
record.
name all of them inside that range, hey? I'm going to take Justin Rose.
I was going to say, I really
Yeah.
like Rose.
I
there,
gotta
of
take him.
those
Okay.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. And Harv, wrap us up from Vegas, bud.
You get Shane Lowry.
Oh, you're right. Who? Me.
Who?
Canoop.
Oh, Canoop.
Whoever
Yeah.
I got to give for. Canoop?
Okay.
Yeah.
Shane Lowry.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I already got 4. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
With
I thought we were giving back fourth, but yeah.
with
Yeah.
You get Shane
the
Lowry.
the predicted weather coming this week, I actually kind of like that pick.
Okay.
There's
to
a
get
pile of rain.
Tons of rain, tons of wind.
Score
Really
Condish.
wind, too?
Yeah.
Is it going to be that
The guy
windy in Augusta?
literally has been shit since he won the British Open.
He has kind of.
Yeah.
He has
We'll
kind of
see.
I
stuck.
wouldn't say shit, but yeah. He's
Is it going to be all that, like, is Augusta a big wind place?
Not normally, but
No, but I just mean, like, in general, with all the trees they have and everything, how much above the trees is it going to really matter?
I think for those
Scoring-
guys it will, but
scoring conditions too, but
we'll see.
I guess we'll find out. Harv, before we let you go, bud, do you have a best bet option, or are you sticking around for best bets?
No, I don't got one.
Oh,
Okay.
he's in Vegas, and he doesn't have a best bet.
He's going to have them all, like, during the week. He's going to do his research.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll let you go, and we'll pick one then.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, have fun. We'll see you on the weekend. You're home just in time for the weekend Masters, so enjoy your
That's
trip. Enjoy your trip. We'll talk to you on the weekend.
Sounds good.
So you
All
are.
right, guys.
See you, bud.
Bye.
All right.
All right,
I'll
best
go
bets.
first for best bet.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
I have a parlay, a 2-leg parlay.
Oh, wow.
I have Scotty Scheffler, best former winner, and Will Z, top 10. So best former winner, Scheffler's is 2.62, and Will Z, top 10 is 4.00. Those are my odds that I look at. I don't know, you guys have different ones or
Yeah,
whatever.
because I
but
don't understand
Plus
what word you're
300?
saying.
Plus 300.
Yeah, just take off 1 and put a
Yeah.
plus in front of
And
it.
Yeah.
1 plus 162 for Scheffler.
Okay.
the former winner list isn't that impressive. Like, I think Scotty can roll that list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I do. I get you.
Because this means he doesn't have to beat Rahm or Rory or Cantlay,
Yeah.
Finau or those guys. Like, he only has to beat Spieth, Matsu, DJ.
Oh, fuck. I should have picked Spieth. I can't believe none of us actually picked him.
No one picks Spieth.
I
Got
picked him
in other
last
stuff.
year in our golf pool, and I was
Mhm.
like, yeah, we need to take Spieth. And then he missed the cut, and I just hated
Get
myself
you're off
for the
him
entire
for
year.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I had already kind of alluded to the one of the ones that I had liked. Kurt Kitayama, top debutant, plus
3 times
600. So the list is, like I said, fairly large, but he's playing really good golf right now.
He is.
He just won an elevated event 3 weeks ago. I don't know.
Okay.
Can he move the ball right to left? Yes, he can.
Yes.
Which, yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Mine is I think we're due for a playoff plus 400.
Oh, wow.
I don't mind
Those are
that.
pretty good odds for a playoff.
It's not bad.
I think we're due. I really do. Because actually, I think now that maybe in the back of my mind, I was somewhat skewed by, I saw a video on Twitter today of the last 3 have been blowouts, and we're due for a close one. So I think maybe that skewed me a little bit.
Everything's scripted.
Yeah.
We're
So
due.
I think I like playoff plus 400. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we can bet that. As just that way we can all cheer for it and not have to worry about.
Something.
I'd cheer for Kitayama too, obviously.
Well, you have
I
him.
have him now.
I'm going to be cheering very hard against him.
Okay, so you
but
can't
sorry.
take players, and we got to go with playoff plus 400.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's easy.
There it is. Best bets.
Can I add one more to the thought process at least maybe? Top 20 finishes, 3 guys. It's a boosted parlay right now.
I saw that.
It's intriguing.
Is that the Brooks one?
Yeah. Dustin Johnson, Cam Young, and Brooks Koepka at plus 825.
All top 20s.
All top 20s. So
Yeah.
if they make the cut, they essentially need to beat half the field.
We should throw
I like
out
Cam
that-
Young top 20 a lot.
Yeah, I know it's not no free ads, but we do use, I think we've said Bet365, and the boosts are crazy. And that Tiger boost right now is almost a must play.
Whoever does the super boosts,
Yeah.
I don't know. The
Like
good
they're
guy
out
took a
like
break.
from minus 275 to even money
Yeah.
is wild. If
Yeah.
you have Bet365, get it before they take it down.
Yeah.
Like there's no, the only thing that tells me is that no one has Tiger missing the cut or making the cut.
He has never missed a cut here in his life.
Because if they're boosting from minus 275, that means they need money on the other side.
Yeah.
It's wild to me.
How many guys miss?
There's 88 players in the field. It's T55, I believe. No more 10-shot rule.
So 33
Yeah, they'll
miss.
get rid
Yeah.
of. So this is a big week. This is one week where I spend a lot of money making made cut bets.
Yeah.
Because there's such a small amount of them that end up missing, you have a better chance of hitting
Yeah.
a bigger parlay. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and there's lots of first-time guys that aren't very familiar and
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
the pressure.
So money to be made. But
Any,
I'm so excited for Masters Week.
yeah, like if you guys, gun to your head, had to pick one guy to win, who are you picking this week? You're taking Scheffler?
I
It's
I
okay.
just-
Let's say you can't take one of the top 3.
one of
who
like
are you
Rahm,
picking
Rory,
if-
or Scheffler.
Yeah,
I got a weird feeling that it's finally Justin Thomas.
really.
ugh.
Just something about it. I don't
He
think
hasn't
his-
even crossed my mind once this week.
That's the problem. I don't think
Yeah.
he's crossed people's minds. I don't think he's playing very well. It's just
Yep.
like that random time where JT's like, I'm just gonna be good.
I would nominate Spieth.
Really?
He's playing
Yeah.
well enough in
Can
the
play
last
in poor conditions.
couple of years. Yeah, better than he has been in the last couple of years, and the guy loves this place. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hate it either.
Yeah. Harv likes Cantlay this week for some reason. He mentioned that in the group chat. That's kind of why I picked him. I've been saying for weeks that I like Will Z, but I don't know if I like
That
that
putter.
so much.
Yeah.
And I like Finau a lot, but the
I
weather's kind of throwing a wrench into everything right now.
I don't think
yeah,
Finau ain't a fair weather or
A
he's just-
non-fair weather golfer.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
'Cause that's who I was just going to say, and then I thought of the weather.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
not. But
I don't know. All I know is I'm incredibly excited for this week, as always. This is where golf season turns around, and everyone in Saskatchewan, prairies, it's like we're almost there.
Yep.
We've almost made it. If you're thinking about golfing, it's now time to head to Prairie Golf Society and get your membership.
mhm.
Universal cart passes are getting sent out this week, so those that have purchased are going to get theirs. So it's going to be Masters Week. They're going to be coming off that high. Hopefully some of these guys get them prior to during the Masters, and then it's just going to put everyone over the edge.
yeah.
Maybe grab a shirt.
Maybe grab a shirt while you're at it. But yeah, I'm excited. You guys got anything else?
My mom asked me if we wanted to go over for supper on Sunday, and I was like, like we talking like 6, 7 for supper? Like I'm not coming over before 5,
No.
so
Yeah.
No chance.
sorry.
Yeah, and it is like with the time change, it does end pretty much right around 4 or 5.
This thing might end Monday though with the forecast.
Yeah.
So
This is
Yeah,
true.
they've said that there might not be a single shot hit on Saturday. So
And
Oh, wow.
it is on Easter weekend, so we get Friday and Monday
Yeah.
off.
just play
So.
through the rain. As long as it's not lightning, just play.
I'm not even that upset if it goes to Monday, and come to think of it, with Easter Monday.
Yeah.
So just let it be.
But Easter Monday isn't a holiday for most people.
I think generally people get it off. Like it's a
Not me.
4-day weekend. You don't get it?
No.
Oh,
what?
Provincial government doesn't get it off. No.
Oh, well, sorry. Sorry for rubbing it in.
I mean, I
then.
just book it off.
You sure about
Or
that?
calling sick.
Really?
If it's a Monday finish, he's
Yeah.
calling in sick 100%.
He doesn't work anyways.
All right.
I work for the provincial government. I get Monday off. So
Yeah, but we're under federal
Yes. Different.
we're under federal, holiday rules. It's weird.
All right. You guys got anything else? All right. Until next week when we recap who wins this year's Masters, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.